Good morning to you, halfway through the week. Yes, yes, indeed, gang. It's Wednesday, the 14th of October, 2020. Warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina in Lincolnshire. I'm lucky to be here, actually, on time, to be honest. I noticed, I came in this little room quite early today, around about... I think it was about 7:45. Usually I get in here about 8 o'clock. And I got out of bed and I thought, I'll come and do my bits and pieces early today. And I put the computers on and got everything ready. And it was asking if I wanted to do an update. So I thought, well, an hour to go. Just under an hour to go. I thought I might as well do it before we start. And I started doing it. And at 25 to 9, it was still doing it. It had got to the point where you have to shut down and then it restarts. It was saying restarting. And I thought, oh, no, don't say we're going to be late. But no, we managed to make it on time. So I'm quite pleased about that. Good morning to you. I did check, did a little internet test earlier. Still seems to be a slight speed issue at the moment. On the 3 network, I went on the website. They're doing some sort of upgrade or maintenance work. So we may get a bit of buffering. I might even drop out at some point. But stick with it because it comes back. It doesn't go off and doesn't come back. It does come back within, usually seconds. Within sort of 30 seconds, up to 2 minutes, I suppose, something like that. So if we get a little bit of a dropout today, don't worry too much, my darlings. I do know when we drop out because a little red light comes on to the right-hand side, and that tells me that things are. So you don't have to tell me. All right, no. Anyway, good morning to you. Did you see that picture I had my thumbnail on? I mean, they're frightening. Do you know, I think I'd rather see a large house spider than one of these one of these horrible things. Look, that, my dears, is a Chinese red-headed centipede, and they're horrible things. Well, one bloke's died. He got bitten. Not in this country, fortunately. Thai boxing champion, known internationally as the powerful Southpaw. I like that word, paw. Do you? Little paws. Bears have paws, little paws like that. Why aren't teddy bears, right, or why aren't normal bears as friendly and as lovely and as cuddly as teddy bears? Can I ask that question? Why is that? You can't go up to a great big brown bear or one of those gorgeous polar bears who are running out of places to live, aren't they? It's terrible, really. Polar bears. You can't go and pick them up and take them to bed with you and cuddle them all night long, can you? Like you could with me, for example. I mean, if you wanted to. No? Okay. You couldn't pick up a large bear like that, could you? What a shame. Yeah, you can with your teddy bear. I wish I'd kept my teddy bears. I had 2. I don't have names for them. They were just teddy bears. One, its face was half hanging off by the time my mum she didn't chuck it away. She kept them, of course. Mums keep everything. When you lose home, boys. Sorry, when you leave home, okay, right? You've left your home. You've got your own place, either on your own or you got married or moved in with someone. When you leave home and you leave some of your stuff at your house, your mum doesn't chuck it away. I'm telling you, you may not see it. They keep that room as it was in case you want to come back. I kid you not. I'm telling you that now. They don't want you to go. You talk to my sister about my younger nephew, Jimmy. She don't want him to go. He's actually moves into... they've got quite a large house, my sister and brother-in-law. And Jimmy and his girlfriend, lovely girl. Oh, she's lovely. Charlotte, her name. She works in a co-op. And they've got sort of half the house. It's 2 houses in one almost. Whoever had it before them had this enormous extension built on the side with its own kitchen, own bathroom, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms and a living room. And he's got that half. I mean, he's laughing, isn't he? I think he gives her about £5 a week rent. Shocking. He ain't going to move out of there, is he? Huh? Anyway, the powerful... She don't want him to go. Mums, they don't care about the girls. Bye, daughter. They're not bothered. It's the sons. Mother and son, father and daughter type things going on, isn't it? Funny you closer to one than the other, I suppose. You know, you don't intend to be. It's just how it is, I think, isn't it? And I don't know if he's still got his teddy bears. I'll have to inquire that. I'll have to inquire if Jimmy's still got his teddy bears. I bet he's got it hidden somewhere from his girlfriend, under the bed or in the attic or something like that. Anyway, let's go to this story. A Thai boxing champion, known internationally as the powerful Southpaw, has died after being bitten by a monster centipede while he was working in his garden. The bloke was only 52, as I say, a Thai boxing championship. Would you like me to do some Thai boxing now for you? Shall we do that? Let's just go to camera 2 and remove the date for you. Here we go. Thai boxing is now about to take place live in this studio. Thai boxing. Sorry, I've got so many cameras in it. It was very professional, darling. I haven't got anyone shouting in my ear. Camera 1, camera 2. That's what I need in here, you see. You'd love to produce me, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? You would, wouldn't you? I know. I know from the chat box when I look at it, which is not very often these days. I know that one or two of you would love to be shouting in my ear, telling me what to do. Ain't going to happen, sunshine. Forget it now. Forget it. Give your fingers a rest. Thai boxing. Here we go. Thai boxing. I don't know how high up I can stand. Wait, just a moment. Up one moment. Can you see me up this high? Yeah, you can. Here we go. Thai boxing. Thai boxing. There you go. Don't muck around with me, sunshine. I think I can handle myself. I can do a little bit of Thai boxing. I can do the Thai box. I couldn't get the eyes right. Sorry. Pardon? I can do Thai boxing. Don't muck with me. Telling you now. Frightening. This bloke died at hospital located in Khalistan in the province in Thailand on Wednesday last week. The 52-year-old had diabetes, died of severe blood poisoning. It's frightening. The bloke's daughter told the local press her father had fallen ill days after he was bitten by a huge centipede on his left leg while he had been cutting grass. However, he didn't seek medical attention at the time. I don't think you would, to be honest, would you? I would not really. I don't see many centipedes in this country, do you? You know, when you're digging in the garden, now and again you might come across one. Not like worms. There's always loads of lovely worms churning up the earth for you and putting little air tunnels through it, isn't there? But not centipedes. Oh, I don't like them. They don't look. All those legs. Not natural, is it? Having all those legs like that. They all go like, they're creepy things. Creepy things. He eventually consulted doctors and felt severe chills and dizziness. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. And the power I'm providing is electrifying. Me and non-Irish Mary, God rest her soul in peace, used to sing that at the karaoke. Our Mary. Anyway, he was taken to hospital on Sunday. His condition worsened and he fell into a coma before passing away. Early reports suggest the bite might have been from a Chinese red-headed centipede, which I showed you earlier. Did you miss it? Ow, we've only just joined the show. Sorry we're late. Apology accepted in advance. Don't apologise, because I've already heard your little apologies in my head before you even said it. So don't worry. I already know your apologies are accepted. There you go. There it is again. What an evil-looking creature. Evil. Get your children to dress up as a Chinese red-headed centipede for Halloween. Halloween. A lot of you won't need a mask, will you? Huh? Anyway, it's a tropical species that can grow up to 8 inches in length. Evil. Evil things. How light do they tread? That's the question. If you were in a garden, could one go up your trouser leg without you noticing? feel the little legs on your leg, couldn't you? Climbing slowly up your leg. Frightening. The red-headed centipede's main prey are lizards. Lizard and small mammals such as mice and voles, and its bite has only rarely been known to be is rare to be known to be fatal to humans. However, its bites are said to be intensely painful. Not only bites from centipedes, bites from humans are painful sometimes. I've been bitten on the back of my neck, but sorry. Anyway, frightening. I don't like centipedes. I'm sorry. Unlikely to die, but it's going to hurt you a lot. Be warned, okay? Be very warned. Good morning if you're just joining us today. Just to let you know, there's still a little bit of an issue with the internet speed here today, which may or may not drop out. If it does, if I suddenly freeze or disappear, worry not, my darling. Just stick with it, and it should come back to you at some point there. All right, my loves. The Super Chat prize this week, Super Chat draw tomorrow, is this. A pack of cards and our pen. That's a Super Chat prize this week, so I'll only mention it once, my darlings. Yeah, I don't go on and on about it. Only once. Only once. And that's for the Super Chatters. Every time you send a £1 tip, I'll give you a free raffle ticket to be in that for that draw tomorrow, okay? Had a nice quiz last night. Again, this slow internet started it was about 6 o'clock last night, a couple of hours before the quiz, and it didn't come back. And I was very, very concerned that it was going to really completely muck up last night, but it didn't. It happened twice. And then it was all right. So fingers crossed, perhaps we're a holdout today. All right. I went to see another property yesterday. This one was in a place called Thumbleby, Thumbleby, Thumbley, Thumbley, which is a absolutely delightful sounding little place, isn't it? There's not many houses there at all. Sort of on a road. And this particular place there's the road, and you come down like that to it there, and then it's kind of elevated, I suppose, and then behind it are the fields what go down like that. Now I couldn't see behind it, but I had an idea. I could sort of see through the gaps in the door. It's empty at the moment. There's no one there. So I arranged a visit for that for tomorrow morning. Actually, 11:30 tomorrow morning. I'm going to see that one. Because I'm looking at a possible move up here to Lincolnshire completely now. And I've got a place to look at tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, which is 5 minutes down the road from here on a car, about 20 minutes on a bicycle. So, here we go. Yep, the RAF are out today, gang. The world is against this show today. Anyway, so I had a look around, and my sister and brother-in-law was with us yesterday as well. It took us a while to find this place because the sat-nav takes us into town, which happens to be Horncastle. I don't know why it does, but it does. The sat-nav takes us there because I tried to find it on my own the other day, and then a couple of days ago, my nephew decided to come out with us with two of his children, Evie and Harry, and we drove around. It took him to exactly the same place in town, and I knew it was wrong because it says in the thing backs onto fields. We couldn't find it, but my sister says, "Well, let me find it. I bet I'll be able to find it." And she found it fine. It was nowhere near the town. Funny thing is, even if you type in the postcode onto the Google Map thing, yeah, this is Google 3D maps. Now, what's that called? Earth. I think it's called Earth Maps or something like that. And you can type in a postcode, and it's wonderful. Have you done that? Have you had a look at that? Google Earth. You type in a postcode anywhere in the world, and this thing, the whole globe, it's very clever. Very clever. This whole globe on your screen turns around, stops at the country, and then it zooms and zooms and then you can see the house and the road. Blooming marvellous. And even that zoomed into the town centre. Isn't that weird? So someone's put in some information wrong, I think, there. Anyway, so I got to this place. We had a look around it. All very nice. The garden is to die for. The garden is to die for. So I come back here, made an appointment, all well and good, tomorrow morning, 11:30. And then I was talking to my mate on the phone. I thought he'd, because my mate lives near me. I thought he'd be a bit funny when I told him about all this, and he wasn't. He would probably get out to get rid of me, to be honest. He wasn't funny about it at all. And for some reason, I remembered. Oh, I said I didn't check with the compass because I like to check its south-facing garden. You know, the back. Reason is, number one, you can sit out in the sun in the morning. Morning sun is the best, isn't it? Those of you who are lucky enough to have gardens. Afternoon sun can be a bit hot, especially in the middle of the summer. You know, 12, 1, certainly 2 o'clock in the afternoon can be absolutely unbearable. And I think in the coming years that will just get worse. Right? But morning sun, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, lovely. Now, you know that I love the house I've got in Bracknell in Berkshire. The one thing I don't like about it is I have a west-facing garden. I get no sun in the summer till about 11 o'clock in the morning, and then by 3, 4 o'clock, it's gone again. Yeah, and although I've got a nice garden, lots of green, I don't get many flowers growing there. Not at all. My mate's house, his south-facing garden, his garden is absolutely awash with all these beautiful different coloured flowers. He's got roughly the same sort of shrubs as I have, except the difference is his flower profusely, whereas I might get 1 or 2. I've even got a trailing passion flower. You know what a passion flower looks like? Beautiful things, right? I've got that. This year, it's gone absolutely mad. I've had this passion flower 10, 12, 14 years. This year, it went mad. And it's now climbed right up this tree, all in a year, right? And it's up there. And come the summer, there were so many buds on it, I couldn't tell you. There were so many buds on it. And I was talking to my friend on Twitter, only a Twitter friend, Jan Leeming. You may remember she used to read the BBC News years ago. She also hosted the Eurovision Song Contest. Beautiful lady. And I said, I'm very excited. All my buds are on there. She said, the only trouble with passion flowers is, and I didn't know this, they don't all open at once. You know, like you get a shrub, like a camellia or something like that. And on a given date or a given week, whatever, all the flowers open. And for a period of time, maybe a couple of weeks, that whole bush is covered in flowers. Yeah? Passion flowers are not like that. They open, one there, one like that. Anyway, so I said, I've got all these buds on there. I was so excited. And these buds were on there for some time. And then one might open and there'd be a flower there. Oh, it's so pretty. And another might open, no flower. And another might open, no flower. And another would open, flower. And I suppose out of all the buds that were on that climbing thing, which is way higher than me now, must be 15 foot up that tree, right? All those buds on there, I would say 95% of them opened and there's no flower. And I was told that's because it's not getting enough sunlight, you see? So I don't want another west-facing garden if I move. And I looked on the map on the this little bungalow thing in... what did I say? It was Thimbleby or Thumbleby, something like that. And it's a west-facing garden, or it's west. I looked at the thing, it said the road, north, south, so it's either going to be east or west. And I thought, well, that's east, must be west-facing garden. That being said, it backs onto fields, and the garden looks quite nice. So when I get in there tomorrow, I shall make a beeline for the garden and see how many flowers and that she's got growing there. Maybe it won't be a problem. On the other hand, I want to be able to sit out in the morning in the sunshine. So no point really. But I'll have a look tomorrow and see how it goes. Let's say hello to some of you in the chat box this morning. Very good morning to those of you on the our silent viewers, those of you that sit there nice and quietly. Very good morning to you. Hope you enjoy our little show today, gang. We're here. We're here shouting as always and entertaining the millions and millions of people all over the world. Greetings to you. I've got 2 pictures to show you today from Mr. John Parrish. I've also got a little DIY video for you, boys and girls. I've done DIY. I done some DIY yesterday. If you'd like to see John's pictures, and if you'd like to see... what's this? Is that something from Gary Ross? Did he send something? Hang on a minute, let me have a look. Oh yes, and there's something from Gary Ross. Gary Butler, you will want to see what Gary Ross has sent in, darling. You will want to see that. So something from Gary Ross, so 2 pictures from John Parrish, and a little video from me. Do you want to see those today? We will require, for that lot, there's some good stuff there, 23 likes. We've only got 6 so far, so that's asking a lot, I know. But 23 likes for that lot this morning, gang. All right? Up to you. If not, we'll try again tomorrow. Good morning to Jason Hughes, Diane Jebb, hello Andy V, Gary Davidson, there's Gary, morning Gary, there's my nephew Gary, morning Gary, all right, am I coming to collect you today, Gary? Are we going for a little drive, have a look around a couple of places, Gary? Don't know. Michael Parman, morning. Oh, Gary, by the way, if you try and ring me while the show's on there, I do turn the phone off now, okay, so you can't ring me on there, all right? Because I could hear it buzzing away. It wasn't you, other people ringing on it, just to let you know. Okay. Michael Parman, good morning, Australia. May we have your votes, please? Good luck in next year's Eurovision Song Contest. Morning to DSLDG2. He was at the quiz last night. Nice quiz. John Parrish, good morning to John Parrish. Scrolling down there. Get these names in. Morning to Daniel Woodhouse. Morning to Sherry DMB. Fun things to do with tech. Greetings to you. It's, have you got sunny Cornwall Jack Frost has been and gone already. Did you have frost this morning? Or was no frost here? Wasn't that, I'll be honest, it wasn't that cold last night. Not really. Wasn't that cold at all last night, funnily enough. Morning to you. Fran Green, good morning. Gary Ross, Gary 2 Tickets Ross, good morning. Morning to Adam the Plumber. Morning, young Adam. Greetings to you, Adam. John Aitken, good morning to you. Mandy Davenport, good morning, good morning. Da 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 da. It's so full of goodness for you. Ba 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 ba. Oh, an extra song for you at no additional fee. Isn't that amazing? An extra song for you today. Who else we got here? Is that everyone's name? Scrolling down for names, looking for names this morning. Looking for names. But Mark Jones, morning, Mark. Thank you for your little message last night. Good morning, Mark. Marky baby, Mark. Scrolling, just scrolling. Daniel Holmes, morning, Daniel. Morning, Daniel. And that's all the names in the chat box this morning, as always, gang. Don't forget, if you want to send us an email, you can do so as well while the show's on. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk is my email address. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. There's an email here from Peter Wright telling us he will not be on the show today. Oh. Nope, hasn't affected my life. And he's not sure if he will be on the show this week. Nope, still not affected my life. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for your emails while the show was off last night as well. Okay. Cheeks. Da 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 da. Cheek to cheek. That one. Dancing cheek to cheek. That's where I got that from. I don't know why I was singing that now. On the sunny side of the street, dancing cheek to cheek. Or maybe that's the wrong song. But never mind. Cheeks. Do you like cheeks? How big are your cheeks? Have you got little puffy cheeks? Like a hamster? Have we got any hamsters in the house today? Huh? Stuffing their little cheeks with things to eat later on. I wonder if you can do that with bars of chocolate or cheese and onion crisps. You could have cheese and onion crisps in one cheek, couldn't you? And bars of chocolate in the other. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Chocolate. I was tempted yesterday. I was tempted. My sister and brother-in-law came round yesterday. They did a new video, which I make a very long appearance in, I have to say. Butler's Empire. He came round to have a look at my door seal, which I have attempted to do. You will be seeing the video. Only in exchange for, what did we say, 23 likes now. I don't think we'll get to 23 likes today, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. Up to you. Up to you if you want to see it. But cheeks. In the Daily Mirror this morning, a 30-year-old lady with the biggest cheeks in the world. It's another one who's had loads of stuff done to her face, you see. Who has had so many fillers that she had lost count, claims they are too small. She's an Instagram model. Instagram model. So they spend their entire lives taking pictures of themselves. I suppose there's no difference. Oh, right, look, my fridge magnet's stuck to the phone. I suppose there's no difference, really, in some of these people endlessly taking photos, endless photos of themselves, right? And me sitting here doing this. I suppose that's a similar thing, really, isn't it? Do you think? Anyway, here's a picture of her, and she looks... I'm sorry, it looks odd. I'm sorry, it does. I don't think that looks attractive at all. On the other hand, I don't think I look attractive. But there we are. Look, there's her cheek. Look. I'm sorry, dear. Now, she probably looks at her... And the lips. She's had the lips done. No doubt she's had her hair... And pink hair. I mean, what goes on in these people's heads to want to look like that? Huh? Why would you want to look like that? She's an Instagram model. Oh, Christ, it's a foreign name. You ready for this? Anastasia Poke-Resh... And she splashed out $2,000 on cheek fillers since having her first one 4 years ago, and she said she's got no plans to stop. She's from Kiev in the Ukraine, carries out the procedure herself. She does it herself. Oh my God. I wonder how you do cheek fillers. What do you do? Just inject yourself, I suppose. She carries out the procedure herself, saying she fell in love with the way they make her look. She said, "You may think that they are too big, but I think they're a bit too small. I need to refresh them again soon." But it's not only her cheeks which gets the filler treatment, as Anastasia has done her lips, cheeks, and the corners of her mouth. I didn't know people did the corners of their mouths. But won't it stop your mouth from closing if you put stuff in the gaps there, innit? Or lumps? Right? I don't know. Wait a minute. She's also had Botox on her head, and her jaw and chin. She has... Hello! She has talked like this, hasn't she? And her chin and her lips. Anastasia has had so many facial procedures that she said she has stopped counting. Oh, it must be painful walking around and talking like that, surely, dear. There's another picture of her here. She proudly shares her images of her extreme sculptured look on her Instagram page to more than 220,000 followers. How exciting for her to have so many followers. Here's another picture of her here. I must say, hasn't made her look ugly, has it? Not really. Just strange, you know? Some people, they have this stuff done, and it makes them look pig ugly, doesn't it? Let's zoom in on that little face again. And she don't look ugly, just strange. People have said that about Barry Manilow. You know, people who are later been dragged out and murdered for saying such terrible things about the great Barry. She says she understands it looks weird. She added, I love the cheeks. I want them to look like this, and I'm very happy. I regularly inject other parts of my face myself. Oh, she's brave. I couldn't do that. Oh, I can't do needles, dear. I can't do needles. I'm sorry. No needles for me, unless I have to have them. Hello, Chris. It's Dr. Mike here. Would you come and have your bloods done, please? Oh, God, here we go again, I think to myself. Back down to Royal Free. However, she also receives cruel messages from online trolls. Evil people. Online trolls. Aren't they sad, lonely little individuals? Sitting behind keyboards. Trolling out stupid messages and vileness. Why do they do it? Is it just like make them feel a little bit important? Do you think that's what it is? She said, I've had people telling me I'm an ugly bitch and that I should kill myself. Oh, it's not nice, is it? But when I see it, I just laugh it off and ignore it. See, why don't these people get prosecuted or something like that, eh? I don't know. Oh, I've just seen a picture of a nice bit of male totty, girls. Do you want to see it? Do you? Do you want to see it? Oh. Katie Price's ex. Better off without her, mate. The revolve it. We've got a Katie Price story coming up. Don't worry. Anyway, that's her cheeks. I don't think I'll be getting my cheeks done anytime soon. Quite honestly, it's quite painful, to be honest. With those bits of paper in my mouth, it's got to be something like that, isn't it? There he is. Oh, there he is. Little, what's his name? Chris. Oh, he's looking a bit old now. Oh, I'm not surprised. Chris. What's his name? Chris Boyson. Chris Boyson, that's Katie Price's ex. We weren't going to do this story. He just flashed up on my screen. Funny, isn't it? How that half-naked men flashed up on my screen. I must say, he's looking a bit old than he was. Just a moment now. Oh, I don't know if I can show you this soft porn, girls, really. Oh, I don't know. You might get too excited. It's bad enough trying to watch me and keep yourself dry, isn't it? Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Wow. Oh dear. Anyway, come on. I'll show you. Come on, girls. Look at this. He's looking a bit old now, isn't he? After that time with Katie Price. Look him. Let's just zoom in on his face. I still wouldn't say no, would you, girls? Look, there we go. Look at that strain. Well, he seems to have got someone nice. Who's he got? Bianca Gascoigne. Who is that? Is that the footballer's wife or daughter or what is it? I don't know what she is. She's got that small piece of triangular material over her breasts, isn't she? Oh my God, what are they doing there? He's behind her and she's bent over. Gosh, can't ever believe it, can you really? What you see in the papers. I mean, oh, come, and there's Katie Price. You know, Miss Fake herself with all that makeup on. God's sake. She gets through them, doesn't she, that one, dear? She don't care. We're doing on like 13 likes. Oh dear. I don't think we're going. 15 likes. I don't think we're going to get to 23 likes. I really don't. Perhaps I set it too high today. Perhaps I set it a little bit too high this morning. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. A lady's been selling an £80 pizza. Would you pay 80 quid for pizza? Depends where you go. Yeah, it depends. If you're going to a very posh hotel, little Gordon Ramsay's up there and he cutting up his tomatoes. Oh, F it. Oh, F it. Oh, off. Cutting up those tomatoes, sprinkling them over that piece of dough. Shouting and screaming at his star. Service, table 5. £80, please, for pizza. Don't think so. Bet you wouldn't pay £80 for one from Asda, though, would you? Huh? Enjoying a pizza in the Daily Mirror is one of life's little luxuries. We do like a luxury, don't you? Have you got any luxurious things in your sad, lonely, pathetic lives? Anything luxurious? From ordering an expensive takeaway to picking up one at a supermarket or even making your own, the mixture of cheese and tomato always hits the spot. A little tip for you boys and girls. Don't make a pizza with cheddar cheese. It's vile. I tried it once many years ago. Wrong cheese. Mozzarella. The stringy stuff. You take a bite and that string's out your mouth, isn't it? Like that. When it comes to toppings, there are many delicious options, from the standard pepperoni. Dead animals. Please stop eating dead animals. To a more controversial ham and pineapple. Again, Dad, don't need a ham. Why do you need a ham? Nice pineapple. On pizza. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, can't have pineapple on pizza. Yes, you can. There's plenty to choose from, but one devoted pizza lover seems to have taken it a step further, and she advertised a £3.50 Asda pizza for 80 quid, despite it expiring in 2015. God. You would have thought that had gone off, wouldn't you? Must have been in the freezer. Asda's all right. I quite like Asda. The crafty seller warned she wouldn't accept any low offers, even though she admitted she was only selling it because her friend didn't want it. How rude! Isn't it great? You do something for a friend. I don't really want that. You should just take it. Take it and throw it away. Accept the gift. The listing on Depop, which is typically used for selling clothes, they said, Asda Deep Pan Pizza Meatballs for sale. This is the last meatball topping one. Now they are sold out. No more. End of the line. There you go. So hard to get this. This cost my friend £3.50, but this one in particular is selling out. I'm taking offers for this for around £80. She's off her head. Who's going to pay £80 for that? For pizza with meatballs on it? Don't think so. I'm selling for a friend, so don't complain to me about the price. What a load of BS that is. I think it's reasonable with this kind of pizza being so popular and it being sold out now. She's been watching too many of those Found in the Attic programmes, I think, hasn't she? I think one or two of you have been found in an attic, haven't you? Huh? She's selling it as she's decided she prefers the Chicago town pizza she bought from Tesco's. One woman tweeted her shock about finding the pizza, writing, "No way have I just found a woman selling a pizza on Depop for 80 quid. I've never heard of Depop. Have you heard of that? It must be like an eBay type thing." One person tweeted, "We gonna ignore the expiry date from 5 years ago." Surely she's not going to sell that. And it says, for pizza fans looking for a cheaper pizza, the supermarket is selling a Meatball Marina stone-baked 14-inch pizza for £4. You want decent pizza? I'll tell you, one of the best pizzas I have is... I have been buying it in the Co-op. It's one of the dearer ones that you cook yourself, £5.50. And it's a rectangular one. I must get a video of it or something, or a picture of it or something. It's a rectangular one, it's so big, and £5.50 in the Co-op. Absolutely delicious. Mozzarella and little cherry tomatoes on there. But and they were doing a special offer for £8 for two about a week or so ago. The offer's gone now. It's back to £5.50. But I've seen the same thing in Aldi, £3.79 normal price. So I'll get one from there the next time I go to Aldi, and I'll try that and let you know, all right? £3.79 for pizza. Why do you ring these blooming delivery places up? Why? I know you're keeping people in jobs, but Christ. Domino's? Domino's? Unless it's like the special offer day. They have a special offer day. I don't know, Tuesday, I think. 15, 20 quid for a pizza just because it's been delivered. You don't have to have the £5.51 from the Co-op or the £3.79 one from Aldi. Aldi is it how many in a box? I think 3 in a box for something ridiculous like £4, and they are delicious. Frozen ones. Ow! Oh, it takes so long to do in the oven. Are you for real? Quicker to do it in the oven than have it delivered, unless he lives next door. Blimey, off your heads. The ones I don't like are the Sainsbury's ones. The ones that they make there and there. Never been keen on those. There's something... Maybe they're not spicy enough or something like that. I don't know. Here's the Katie Price story, which is in the Sun this morning. Katie, now, this is sad. You gotta feel sad for Katie Price here, right? Katie Price is facing a new bankruptcy hearing after an anonymous source tipped off the court about her lavish spending. Why does an anonymous source have to tip them off? Why don't they just open the newspapers and see what she's up to, dear? She's hiding the money. She's hiding the money. She was officially declared bankrupt last November, but hasn't lived a frugal life this year. Not like me, frugal. Oh, yes, I live a frugal life, as will you know. We reuse backs of the... Look, we reuse the back. There's the quiz from last night. There's some stuff to talk about today. We use the backs of paper. In fact, this will probably go into tomorrow's show as well. Paper must be reused. Everything is reused in this house. I'm thinking of buying little strips of material next for my toilet. Well, just put them in the washing machine. Reuse them again. You have to be careful, though. Right? You have to be careful. You know when you put the washing powder in and the, the softening thing, the softener, right? I wouldn't use a biological one because when it's like a delicate, the anal area is very delicate. Very, very delicate. And you don't want nasty chemicals going up there. That's how I managed to stop my sister using the toilet yesterday. Ah, yes. She came round here with my brother-in-law and my nephew, Gary. She bought a nice little roll for me. Some cheese and tomatoes and stuff. Chopped up onions. Little bag of lentil barbecue flavoured crisps. But I put bleach in the toilet. I said, don't use the toilet, it'll splash up on your bum and burn you to bits. So she couldn't use it. I'll flush it. No point in doing that. I've put it in the system as well. In the cistern. Couldn't use the toilet, could she? I can't bear people using my toilet. That's one thing I'm looking for in my next property. A toilet for me, inside. And a toilet for when my sister comes round on the outside. In a shed. No, that's not nasty. It will be heated for her. What sort of man do you think I am? She'll go in a cold toilet. There'll be a fire in there, a little heater of some sort. Which I may even... I'll put it on a smart plug. I'll put it on a smart plug. I'll have a little heater, so when she wants to go to the toilet, she just opens her phone. So I'll give her the app. She just pushes that, right? Just wait a couple of minutes. Toilet will heat up. Out she goes. Closes the door. And in that toilet, as well as the heater, will be 10 extractor fans. When she's sitting there on the toilet, she'll have to tie herself down like that so the extractor fans don't suck her out. Yes. And then when she's finished, don't tell her this, right? Because I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna tell her that I'm gonna do it, right? Because otherwise she won't use it. When the toilet detects, there'll be a little gadget in there, in the toilet that my sister uses outside my new property, whenever that is. When it detects that the toilet has been flushed, immediately a lock engages on the front door. And the fans go into overdrive, sucking out all the smells in a long chimney going up so that it doesn't waft down onto my house. And that door will remain locked for 2 minutes while all smells have been extracted and sent somewhere else in the world where they like nasty smells. Anyone been to Egypt? I know people that have been to Egypt. They say it's not a nice smell there. I don't know what smell it is. I've never been myself, so I can't comment. There's apparently a smell in Egypt. It's funny, actually, when you go from country to country, you do get different smells, don't you? Have you noticed that? One of the nicest smelling places I've ever been to was an island in the Caribbean, Mystique. Mystique, it's called. Princess Margaret, she had a place on there. And you're not allowed to live there unless you've got a job. We got off this, me and my mate, we've been to Barbados. Not Ronnie, this is a mate of mine called Steve, right? Years ago, I'm going back here. Oh my God, I'm going back here 92, was it? 92, 02, 12. Must be nearly 30 years we went to Barbados. Got on this little plane to Mystique and it landed. And there's just the smell of flowers everywhere. It was so nice. So nice. Anyway, back to this story. Katie Price has enjoyed no less than only, it's so sad really, only 5 holidays since her bankruptcy, and those who were owed money from the former glamour model are less than impressed. It's not fair, is it? It's not fair. It's like when you lend someone a £5 in the pub, they don't give it back, and then you see them the next day sitting there. I haven't got your money. Funny, you got a drink at the bar. Katie Price won't be discharged from her bankruptcy until November. And until then, she is supposed to be paying any money that she makes from either selling her belongings or paid work to the creditors. Well, she should sell some of her blokes. Some of those, because they're all nice. I've got to give it to her. She don't go out with mingers, does she? She don't. She don't go out with mingers. They're all gorgeous blokes. Next! A source told The Sun Online Katie's creditors have obviously seen her holidays, the products she's advising and her days out on YouTube channel, and tipped off the bankruptcy court anonymously. It's an anonymous phone call. How many of you have made one of those to the council? Oh, hello. Yeah. Can I just report my neighbour? Yeah. Yeah, number 16. Yeah. Yeah, he's had his fence replaced. I think he's moved it. He seems to have moved it a little bit. Yeah. I'd rather not leave my name. Is that okay? Thank you very much. Bye. Bye. You done that? I bet one or two of you have done that. Tell, tit. Your mother's done the... Who's a telltale tit? I bet you are, aren't you? It's so much easier now, isn't it? People writing those reviews on TripFinder and all that old crap. Don't believe those reviews on TripFinder. You've got to go yourself and have a look. I don't believe any of them anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. Just because someone's gone to a restaurant and has only got, like, I don't know, one very small portion of chips, rather than what they expected. They're straight on the TripAdvisor, aren't they? Ow, only got a few trips. It's a bit like when I went to that chain bridge restaurant. Have I mentioned that before? I complained there and then about, where's the chips? That's a portion, mate. Oh, right, okay. Won't go back there. But I didn't write reviews. I can't be bothered to do all that business. That's their sad, pathetic ways of getting back at people. They write bad reviews. How sad are people to have to do that? And they feel so much better after they've done that. Why don't you just get on with your life and find something else? Anyway, Katie thinks she knows who it is. It can only be a creditor who has lost out on the money when Katie went bankrupt. Her team has been told the hearing will be on the 27th of October. She's in trouble. She's been spending the money, love. Katie's popular... Oh, she's got her own YouTube channel. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Katie's popular YouTube channel. I bet she's not got as many viewers as me. How many millions have we got this morning? Let's just have a look. 27 million. 27 million viewers this morning. Katie's popular YouTube channel earns revenue through advertisements that play before the videos. Same as this one. Sometimes you see a little ad go on before this, don't you? She also regularly... Don't think I'm earning money. Do not... Literally pennies. Literally. You've got to have thousands of subscribers to get something that you can live on. Seriously. 1,599 isn't really cutting it. You got to have thousands of people watching your videos to earn a living. My brother-in-law earns a living out of this. Not a huge living, but he's all right. It brings a little bit of money in. She also regularly promotes products on her social media accounts, which would earn her a generous amount each time, and has her own clothing range. Perhaps I should bring out my own clothing range. What do you think I should do? Little shorts, perhaps? Vests? Tight T-shirts? Is that doing it for you? What about you, ladies? I could design some, like, shoes or necklaces for you, perhaps? Is that appealing at all? Perhaps my own range of towels to dry yourself intimately after you've been to the bath or something like that. A little picture of my face on them. Is that doing it for you? Anyway, they're watching. They're watching. She also just showed off how much she got her son Junior for his 15th birthday. One of the teens' parlour presents, 400 quid. She's hiding the money, isn't she? She's absolutely hiding the money. I'm telling you that now. Anyway, that's how it is. How are we doing for likes? We want 23 likes today. We got 19 at the moment. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, boys and girls. 23 likes, my darlings. Okay. I've got 2 lovely pictures from John Parrish. I've got a DIY video from me, and Gary Ross has got something to show my nephew, Gary Butler. Okay, he was round yesterday. Martin and my sister came round yesterday, and Gary as well. They've got a new video, a Butler's Empire video, in which I have been featured. I have been featured. And, oh, my sister, she let the whole show down like yesterday. I can't tell you what happened. I can't tell you what happened in the show while I'm trying to have a sensible conversation with my brother-in-law. It was so loud. In my kitchen. Now you understand why I've got to have that outside toilet put in. With extractor fans and self-locking door. Oh, dear. Burglars. Where do you think they look when they break into your house? Eh? Where do they look? Burglars. It says in the Daily Star this morning, you want to hide something from burglars? The ex-burglars say, don't be obvious. In the Daily Star it says, ex-crooks said the best things for families to do is avoid hiding valuables in obvious places, such as living room drawers and dressers. Got anything in there, have you? See, I know already. I'll come round to your house. I'll be in your drawers. Not those ones, the drawers that you pull out. Got a couple of rings in there. You see, over the years, I expect some of you at similar age to me have collected little bits and pieces. You know, something that collectively could be worth quite a lot of money. You wouldn't perhaps notice that as you buy perhaps a gold ring here and something else. But then you put them in a drawer. Open your drawer and just count up how much all that stuff's worth. Even things like iPhones. You know, you shoved a few iPhones in the drawer that you've collected over the years. I mean, I've got 2 iPhones. I've got my iPhone that I use, and I've got an iPhone that does text messages when I look at the text messages. Yeah. That's all I've got. But some people, they collect them. They just want to hold on to them. And they got a drawer full of iPhones, little iPods. You know, remember the music, you know, like little record boxes, but electronic type things. iPods, all sorts of little gadgets in there, probably worth a few £1,000s now. So when you say you've got nothing, open that drawer of many things. I'm sure you've got a drawer of many things. I've got one of those in the kitchen, except it's no gadgets. It's just like, you know, when you've used a screwdriver from the toolbox, or you've got another roll of sellotape, you put it in this drawer and it fills up over time, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got one of those. Some of you will have a drawer like that full of gadgets. Perhaps some of the boys have got things like that. The girls, I don't know what you would collect, jewellery, I suppose, wouldn't you? Anyway, it says, don't use living room drawers and dressers. Instead, use random locations for your valuables such as cereal boxes, pasta, and even children's toy boxes. I wouldn't have thought of that. Trouble, it's all very well, you know, you put a, I don't know, what have you got? 10,000? Anyone got a Rolex watch? Any of you got one of those? £10,000 minimum price? You stick that in your cornflakes and then, you know, you might come down one morning. You know, sometimes the sleep has stuck your eyes together, isn't it, there? Oh, can't quite see. You just about got your eyes open like that. You put your cornflakes and then you put your milk on. You're sitting there in front of Naga Monchetti, who incidentally doesn't fart in her living room. Or anyone else's. I just know that. Oh, you've practically eaten your Rolex watch. Do remember where you've put these things. So it would be so easy. Maybe you got cash. When's the last time I saw cash? March. Last time I saw cash was March. And that's not a joke. I've got a £20 note that I've had now for months, just in case I need it. Everything is like touch. Doot, 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 which I think is what they wanted. I think the banks wanted that anyway. They wanted that for a long time. They want rid of cash so that the government can trace every single penny of yours. That's why. Well, they can with mine. Beep. Everything's beep, beep. And no cash. But maybe some of you have got a little bit of cash. Eh? Yes, I reckon I know which of you has got cash shoved under your mattress. Yeah, dodgy cash that you haven't declared. Yes. Well, it's no good under the mattress. The burglar's going to look there. You put it at the bottom of your cornflakes box. Or, if you're posh, bran flakes. Or if you've got a sweet tooth, Frosties. Frosties. Terry the Tiger. They're great. Frosties. I like. But bear in mind, that money's in there. I don't know what you got hidden under your wardrobe. £10,000 in cash. I'll bet you have. Your £10,000, there you are. Put it in these boxes, and you've put the money in between the box and that bag, that shiny wax-covered bag that holds the cornflakes. There it is. You finished the cornflakes. Okay, just going to chuck this out for the bin. You've chucked away £10,000. Be careful, dears. But don't keep a list of where stuff is, because the burglar can find the list, can't he? I'm really sorry to tell this. You're actually going to have to use your brains for common sense. When's the last time some of you did that? Huh? It says even locked safes. I don't get that at all. People buy these little safes, don't they, from Amazon. 60, 70, 80 quid, 100 quid. They got this little safe, right? They put the money in it and then they put it on a shelf. Are you for real? What do you think a burglar's going to do? Oh, it's a safe and it's not fixed to anything. He's going to take that, isn't it? Why would you put something in a little locked box and then put it on a shelf? It's got to be fixed to the wall or hidden under a floorboard. Put it in your knickers. Take it around with you. All right, might see a little bit of a bulge there, but that might be an attractive feature to some people. Even locked safes that are not secured to a wall or floor will be targeted. Thieves search the obvious places first. Not being funny, but a burglar comes into the house and he sees a safe. What do you think he's going to try and get first? Is he going to take the lampshade, perhaps? Perhaps a little piece of square of carpet? Empty your cupboards of the PG tips? No! He's going to try and get the blooming thing open, isn't he? He's going to try and get the safe open. Excuse me while I blow my nose rather loudly for you. Huh? It says, most people have got a bits and bobs cupboard. You got one of those? In the kitchen where they often keep their keys. Instead, I would hide my car and house keys in the food cupboards if I was going away. Rice packets and cereal boxes. They are not going to go through all your food packages. DVD cases are another good place to hide valuables because they are harder to find. You imagine that, I don't know how many DVDs you've got, but I've got like a drawer full of them. That's a lot of DVDs to go through if a burglar wants to try and find cash. What else would you... cards, perhaps, you know. And this is interesting. Now, I never knew this. I know it sounds silly, but some of these burglars probably have got morals. They would only target... and I'm not saying this is the right or anything, they would only target perhaps a very rich house or perhaps a bank or something like that. They wouldn't attack an elderly people like some of the scum these days running around do. Or anything like that. Some of these gangsters, the big-time robbers in the 1950s and 60s used to do their robbery and no one ever got hurt. And there has to be something to said about that, I think, really. Some of the burglars do actually have morals, believe it or not. You may be of the opinion that, well, a burglar is a burglar. Yeah, I get that. But some of them do have morals. And I didn't know this bit. One burglar said there was an unwritten rule that thieves do not go into children's rooms. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Kids' bedrooms and playrooms are said to be no-go areas for criminals. One said children's bedrooms wouldn't be a bad place to hide belongings. Ideally, something of high value would be hidden in a toy or a toy box. Oh, not with my great nieces and nephews. No, they'd find it like that. Uncle Chris, I've just found this. Out comes a £10,000 ring. £100 cash. Uncle Chris, I've found some money. Oh, no, that's mine. No, it's not. It's in my bedroom. They'd find that straight away. And it also says, telltale signs you're not home. As we approach Christmas, of course, when some people go away, although I can't see that happening this year somehow. A lot of you will be stuck wherever you are, I think. There's bound to be an increase in online shopping. That might be a big giveaway. You've gone away for a weekend to see friends or family, making you a prime target. Posties, especially nowadays, are known to leave parcels on doorsteps. Or deliveries, giving would-be thieves a big clue that someone is away. Also, letterboxes. You know, if you go away, like certainly where I am, the postmen don't always push the cards all the way through. And you leave stuff on. Leaving a light on is a classic tip that will put a thief off. The best room to leave lights on when you go away is said to be the hallway, according to half of those ex-offenders questioned about their habits. Timer switches are deemed the best way to create the illusion that a family are still home. So you can have those lights coming on and off. You can get smart bulbs. Get yourself smart bulbs. You can have those timed on a little thing. They're about... oh, they might be on the Amazon big giveaway thing they're doing. Is it now? I think the Amazon sale's on at the moment, actually, isn't it? Sale's on at the moment. Mark Jones has just sent a £2 super chat. Thank you very much, Mark Jones, for the super chat this morning. Let me give you 2 free raffle tickets. Oh, dear. What is that now? One moment, please. Oh, dear. Oh, God. gosh, up we get. Up we get there. One moment, please. Where's that gone now? Oh, everything's falling on the floor this morning. Look at that. Hang on a minute, just a minute. I put my raffle tickets over there instead of there today. I've usually got them over the other side. But thank you very much, Mark Jones. 2 free raffle tickets for you for the raffle, which takes place tomorrow. For the playing cards. You want these, don't you? Or is it a tip? No, you want to give me a tip. You don't really want these, do you? You know, do you? I booked them. Right. You're getting a pen in there as well, Mark. We're putting a pen in there. One of our new red pens, okay? Mark Jones, there you go. 394 395 for you, Mark. 394 and 395. There you go. In there for you. Draw tomorrow morning, okay? Draw tomorrow morning. How are we doing on likes? 21 likes. 21 likes. Oh, yes, my darlings. 21 likes. 2 more likes, and I'll show you John Paris's photo and my DIY video and Gary Ross's thing that he sent in for my nephew. And you want to see that, my loves, all right? Well, I thought we'd be cut off today, but not so far. Fingers crossed. You know, I'm dying for a wee. I might have to put the clock on in a moment. I'll go for a wee. Oh, dream tourism. It's another story in a Daily Star. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. Dream tourism. Ever heard of such a thing? With coronavirus cancelling most holidays this year, a dream expert claims he can take people away with no risk of infection. Do you quite like that word, infection? It's got a nice ring to it, infection, isn't it? It says dream tourism might sound like something out of a science fiction film, but dream incubation expert Charlie Morley claims this travel is very real. Using techniques known as dream incubation and lucid dreaming, he says that dream tourists are able to choose what they dream about, or in this case, where they dream about. Oh, it's raining. Raining. It'd be nice to be able to choose what you do. What would I choose to dream about? Flying. Hasn't happened for years now, but I had this dream but 2 or 3 times where I literally got out of the bed, walked over to my window, opened the window and flew out across an area. And you wake up and you feel fantastic. It's a long, long time ago since I had that dream. Got to be 30 years. But it happened about 3 times altogether. Another dream I had when I was a little boy, about 8, 9, and I had this dream several times when I woke up in bed and I saw, this is in Roehampton, and I was definitely in my bedroom in Roehampton. And as I woke up, I looked over and I saw my mother and father holding hands, and they looked at me, smiled, and walked through the wall. I kid you not. And I saw that several times. Never mentioned it really to anyone, to my mum and dad or anyone. Mum, I used to see you walk through the wall. I mean, she probably thought I was mad. I can't think why anyone would think I was mad, can you? It says, travel site Love Home Swap has teamed up with Morley to launch a dream passport. The free how-to manual provides all the dream incubation and lucid dreaming techniques a person needs to become the architect of your dreams. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Here's a question for you. If you could, right? If you could, where would you want to go and dream about? Where would you go? You can go anywhere. Don't have to be on this planet. Don't have to be in this time. Where would you go if you could choose your dream? Wow. The instructions in this free book, apparently, this free to manual, says writing out in detail what the dream holiday would include. For example, tonight I dream of being in the Love Home Swap luxury tropical island villa in Bali. Right. The dream is vivid and hyper-realistic. I can smell the sea from the balcony and hear the waves below. Oh, how beautiful. I'd quite like to go to Skegness tonight, I think. Did I ask my nephew if he wanted to go tonight? I can't remember now. You then draw pictures of yourself in the dream destination. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose again this morning. You create short affirmations that encapsulate their desire to dream about a chosen holiday and home swapping property. For example, tonight I dream of living in the tropical island villa in Bali. In my dreams... Oh, I've read that already, haven't I? That bit there. It's claimed that the more people practice the techniques in their dream passport, the closer they will get to their dream holiday when they go to sleep. Morley said it. Dream incubation is a real thing. It's been studied by sleep researchers since the 1970s and is surprisingly easy to do. Maybe that's what I should do tonight. Perhaps just before I go off to sleep, I should start drawing aeroplanes or something like that, you know, flying around. Because I'd quite like to go, you know, on another dream flight, so to speak. Daniel Woodhouse said I'd go somewhere where no one knows me and start all over again. Yeah, there's an argument for a lot of people doing that, I think, really. Starting again. One could argue perhaps that's what I'm trying to do by moving from south to north. Perhaps I'm trying to start again. At 57, one could say that's a little bit too late. But then again, my friend Alton and Denise did that. How long ago was that? 18 years ago or something like that? 15 years ago? Something like that, Denise, I think. Jason says, my dream comes true every day, Greg's. Is that right? I don't know, really. Dreams. Wonderful things, really. Dreams. There's some nice dreams. Sometimes they're really vivid, aren't they? Especially sometimes if you're ill, I think, or on certain medications, you can get vivid dreams. My mate has very vivid dreams. I notice we now have 24 likes, boys and girls. So, thank you very much. I really didn't think we would get to that today. Didn't think we'd get to 24 likes today, but we have. So let's show you, first of all, John Parrish's photos this morning. There we go, John. There he is. Join John Trump in the Black Forest. Do you know, I think that wig suits you, to be honest, John. That's very nice, that is. That is actually suiting you, that wig. Well done, John. And here's a picture of him and his delightful wife, Sherry DMP, who's our own channel there, driving through various places in Europe. La Europa, of which we're no longer a part. Oh, are you missing us yet? Are you missing us yet, Europe? Hello, we're still here, my darlings. Thank you, John. Gary Ross sends this picture. Now, he's been following my nephew around, funnily enough, which I didn't know he was that way inclined, Gary Ross. And my nephew is straight. I'd rather you kept your hands to yourself, boys, and there, Gary, just in case you're thinking of touching him at all in any way, shape or form. Happily married, 2 children, straight as a die. And Gary writes, hi, Chris, just spotted this on Facebook. First thing that came into my mind is young Gary. All right? So here is a picture he has spotted of Pigeon Boy Gary. And there he is. Oh, God, look. I could see my nephew putting like something like that on his head. I mean, absolutely would. Thank you, Gary Ross. From Gary Ross to Gary Butler. Look at that. He seems to have got very small. Isn't that clever, that is? Oh dear. All right. Thanks very much for that as well there. And now, boys and girls, I attempted DIY again yesterday, my loves. I attempted DIY yesterday. Now, actually, as I'm sitting here talking to you, I think I've made this a little bit too long. When I say it's a bit too long, it's not like 20 minutes long, don't get me wrong. It's about seven or 8 minutes long, this whole video I'm about to show you. But I've had a seal go around the door, which is crumbling a bit. So I decided to replace it. And I put a note on Facebook, on the Static Caravan group, and a bloke replied to me. He said, I think we might have put the windows in. Can you send me put those doors in? Can you send me a photo? I did. And he said, I've got some seals. I'll put them to you in the post. And Monday or Tuesday, big parcel arrived. Sylvie brought a little parcel over. And in was this rubber seal. So I thought I'd have a go. Right? Here is the video of me attempting to put those seals in yesterday morning. So I'm on the floor, right, and this is the stuff I'm trying to replace. See, it's all kind of falling apart a bit. Now, the nice man at Skipsy Windows has sent me this, which I suppose looks the same as that, really. Okay, and he says, just push it in. I'm already ready to smash the door up with a hammer, to be honest. Anyway, I'll put the camera under here and you can see why is this so blooming difficult. He said just push it in, he says, and it looks, I'll be honest, I'll move it here. It looks like you just push it in, okay? See the bit I've taken off because that was all damaged. I'm going to take all around the side. There's a bit of rubber in here as well, I noticed. So we'll get that out, I suppose, with a screwdriver. Like that. Push it in. So I'm upside down now, trying to get this damn thing into the slot. Right. Now I seem to be able to get the end in, and then that's it. The rest of it just don't go in there. Look. See? So difficult. Christ. There we are. So looks like it's in, but then a little pull, and it comes out again. Oh, I don't know. You don't realise how much I hate doing anything. I absolutely hate. Hello. I absolutely hate doing anything like this at all. Maybe if I get a screwdriver and push it at the top. Does that help? No. I mean, I might be putting holes in it now, mightn't I suppose? Or does it kind of seal up because it's rubber? It doesn't help that it's the one underneath it. Really? If you could see how I am underneath like this, it's just a bleeding joke. I hate it. I'll move the camera back a bit more. Hello. I'm under here. Look. If this camera wasn't on, I'd be swearing my head off now. I really would. Oh, fingernail. Hey up, fingernail. The trouble is I've got none. Look, no fingernails. That might be better, mightn't it? I haven't got holes in the top bit of it. It's just... It doesn't just push in though, does it? Oh, Christ. Or does it? Oh, it's in. Oh my God. It's in a little bit. Look. Yeah, look. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. So it's that bit at the end here now to do. This bit here. Very difficult for you to see this. Oh my God. I think it's in. So put that bit there and then push that with a fingernail. Come on. How long is this going to take? I've got to do the whole damn door. What's that bit in? See, that's down further than the rest of it. Is that okay? Maybe a little screwdriver again. Where is it? I suppose really I want something a bit blunt, do I? Oh no, that's pushed it in all right. Hang on. Oh. Does that look all right? Yeah, it does. I'll be honest, I'd still rather pay a bloke to come and do this. I can't stand it. Bit of old rubber there, look, come out. Or is an insect. So now at the corner. Oh, it's in. How do we go around the bloody corner then? How do you do that? Is that round the corner? Look, 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 look. It don't just push in though. That's the old bit up here, which I'll have to see. When you try and pull it out, it just comes apart. Anyway, I shall persevere with this. Oh God, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. So you see, the amount of times I try and do crap like that, and it's always the same old thing. Someone who's clearly much cleverer than myself tells me how easy it is to do. You see what happens. You see what happens? It's not my thing. Not my thing at all, is it? There we are. There's the latest DIY show for you, boys and girls. I'm sure you enjoyed that very much. No doubt you've made a few sarcastic remarks, I'm sure. I did a bit of cleaning while that was on because I knew it was about 8 minutes long. It's a birthday day. Who is 80 years old today? Only Mr. Clifford should. The young ones. Oh, the young. I must have been so ugly. I never got to see his flat. But never mind. Happy birthday, Cliff. 80 years old today. Happy birthday, Cliff. It says in the Daily Mail today, when he had his first hit in his teens, he didn't expect his pop career to last so long. But there he is, still there. Singing and shouting. The BBC, of course, was it a couple of years ago now, almost destroyed that man. Disgusting how that all opened out for nothing. Dreadful state of affairs. They nearly destroyed that man, but he rose up and he got on top of it. Good luck to him. Today, Cliff Richard celebrates his 80th birthday with a new album, an autobiography and a tour in 2021. In a photography to mark his milestone, the singer looks as ageless as ever. Well, I'm not so sure about that, although I do like the jacket very, very much indeed. I must get myself something like that. Look at that. Well, I've got something like this actually, but it don't fit my fatness anymore. Look at that. There you go. That's a nice jacket, isn't it? There's his new album there. Good luck to him. 80 years old. Just brilliant to have a career so long as that, like a lot of the older stars and that did, innit, in those times. Have you got sweets? Quality Streets, have you got them yet? Well, there might be something missing. In the Sun this morning, Quality Streets tubs are missing much loved sweets. Yes. I hope they've got those orange and strawberry creams in there and the fudge. And that long toffee one. 5 fillings come out every time you have a little chew, don't they? Customers have been rummaging in vain for the hugely popular chocolate caramel brownie. They have also complained that some varieties, including the purple one, are in measly proportions compared to others. The brownie replaced the Toffee Deluxe in the 12-strong selection last year and soon hit the sweet spot with fans. But someone said, I've just emptied a box on the table for the kids to choose what they'd like. Where are the chocolate caramel brownies? I'm sorry, but who is giving these sweets to children? They're far too good for children. Get them a bag of Haribo. You can't be sharing the Quality Street and the roses. They're my favourites. Roses. Celebrations. Those little Mars bars and Milky Ways and... Oh, you can't be giving these to children. Give them a bag of Haribo. They're for you, the Quality Street. Mental health, I must see one soon. Mental health nurse Summer Wright said her colleagues at Yorkshire Ambulance Service were unhappy that several boxes purchased contained no brownies. I always thought they were little girls, weren't they, brownies, which became guides. Don't say they're chopping them up now and putting them in sweet boxes, are they? Poor little brownies. How now, brown cow? Flo Bolton. You probably think, who's Flo Bolton? She was a guide leader. She was strict with those girls. Flo Bolton, I don't suppose she's around there. I think my sister was one of her guides. Flo Bolton. She also had a heart of gold. She was really strict, very strict to the girls. But she had a heart of gold. She spent a lot of money raising money and that sort of thing. Lived in Roehampton. Another customer counted the sweets in his tub and found just 4 purple ones, but 8 orange creams. Well, I'm happy. What's your favourite ones? My favourites are... What are your favourite Quality Streets? Mine are orange creams, strawberry creams, and the fudge one, and that long toffee one. Oh, and there's like a round, flat toffee one as well, isn't there? That's the one that really drags those fillings out your teeth. One toffee can lead to a private not vet. Some of you look like you need to go to a vet, really, to be honest. It can lead to a private vet bill of hundreds of pounds. Private dentist bill of hundreds of pounds. Another customer counted the sweets. Sorry, I've done that one. Please don't disappoint your chocolate fans like this. There you go. So someone's counted. This is the sort of thing some of you would do. After I've read the story, you'd go out and buy one just to count them and see if I'd made an error. Why don't he read the messages much? You got your own answers. Milk chocolate block, 4. Caramel swirl, 4. Green triangle, 4. Purple one, 4. Chocolate caramel brownie, 0. Orange crunch, 4. Purple one, no. 4, toffee finger. That's one I like. 4, toffee penny. That's the flat one. 6, yes. Fudge. 8. Strawberry delight. 8. Coconut eclair. 8. Orange cream. 8. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy because all my favourites are still in there. In fact, there's even more of them now. Orange cream. What's your favourites? Orange cream, coconut eclair, strawberry delight, fudge, toffee penny, and toffee finger. They're all the most ones. The ones with the most. What do you say? Box of sweets. There's more of those than the others, and they're all my favourites. I'm so happy. Can you see the happiness on my face? Yes. Very nice. Any of you? What's your favourite ones? Parkness lives in a town where Quality Street is made. Is that right? Very nice indeed. Oh, we like that. Anyone else? Nope, not talking about that. All righty. Quality Street fans. One more story. We'll drop a couple of stories because it's getting a bit late now. One more story. IKEA have come out with this idea, boys and girls. IKEA has announced a new buyback scheme. Oh, yes. You buy your furniture, you don't want it anymore, IKEA will buy it back from you. That's what it says in the Sun today. IKEA have announced a new buyback scheme where shoppers can trade in unwanted furniture for gift cards. Not a bad idea, is it? Eh? Better than dumping it. The second-hand furniture sold back to IKEA will then be made available for other customers to purchase. Products described as new and without scratches will be eligible for a voucher worth up to 50% of its original price. Now, how many of you have had a settee or a cupboard for years and years and years and it's not got scratches? I'd like to see the amount of people that are like that. I can't think that's going to be too many, especially if you've got little people running around the house. It's just how it is, isn't it? That's for as new. This goes down to 40% of items that are very good, so minor scratches, or 30% for well-used goods with several scratches. I think I would come under that category. Well-used with several scratches. Possibly. The vouchers will have no expiry date to discourage shoppers from buying furniture that they don't really need. Shoppers will be warned that they may be able to sell your items at a higher price than what your voucher would be worth through second-hand selling sites such as eBay, Gumtree or Facebook selling pages. Make sure you do your research online before you trade in furniture. I think that's an excellent idea, don't you? Trading in furniture like that or getting some sort of voucher. Eh? I think that's excellent. What a great idea to be able to get your money, a little bit of money back from your furniture there. Okay. Mark, I love a toffee finger. You know that, my love. I love a toffee finger. Michael Pullman has sent in a tip for $2.99. Thank you, Michael. I'll give you 2 free raffle tickets for that, my darling. You might win the cards. 396 and 397. 396 and 397. Here you go, Michael. All right, darling. And Mark Jones sent something earlier. All the girls are donating today. Thank you, girls. Hey, my love, okay? All right, there you go. There you go. All right. And there they go. All right. Oh, I was going to do that other... No, I'm going to do that other story. It's a bit scary, really. I saw on BBC... What was the programme called? The technology programme with that really annoying bloke on there. Click. Who's the host? Oh, I can't bear him. He's smarmy. Smarmy. Don't like him. Spencer Kelly. Spencer Kelly? Is that his name? The one who does Click. Anyway, so they were talking and he was having a discussion with this lady, except she wasn't really there. What they'd done is captured her face, and they'd done it in such. I've seen this a few times now. It wasn't on Sunday's episode. There was a similar thing on Sunday's episode, actually, where they've got this software now, which they're developing. Okay, and like sometimes you'll be having like a FaceTime call, which happens to me, a FaceTime call or a Zoom. I've never used Zoom, a Zoom something, and sometimes it freezes, right? Well, they've now got this software that they're developing. It's already, they showed you an example, and it was very good, right? Where the software just takes certain elements of the face, and if the software freezes, it carries on moving at the other end. Very clever. But I have also seen stuff on there where they've created a face like me, except it doesn't actually exist, but it looks that good. Now, some of you know, those of you that do gaming, certainly my nephew, Gary, who plays these football games, and sometimes I'm looking at that screen, is that a football game or is it like a computer game? Is it a real football game or is it a computer game? Oh, you can still tell. But there will come a time, and I don't think it's very far away, where you will be able to play football games on the computer, on the, I don't know, Nintendo or the Sony thing. You'll be able to play these games on there, and you won't be able to tell whether you're actually watching a real football game coming from Chelsea Football Club or a computer game. That time is around the corner, all right? And similarly, watching certain stuff on the internet, some of these things or some of the people on there don't even exist. It's not quite there yet. If you look carefully, you can still tell, no, hang on a minute, that's not a real person. But anyway, in the Daily Star, deep fake technology, it's called. Deep fake technology is creating fake human beings to spread information, according to chilling reports. Artificial intelligence generated deep fake videos that can fool voters into thinking a political candidate has said or done something truly evil are widespread. Author and broadcaster Nina Schnick, who has written extensively about the dangers of deepfakes, recently told the Daily Star Online that 98% of deepfakes are porn clips featuring the faces of innocent people that may not even know their likenesses are being used. But now new advances in artificial intelligence are making humans unnecessary. Computer-generated faces indistinguishable from people's real photos or from real people's photos have been identified in social media campaigns from China, Russia and elsewhere. They don't even exist. The artificial intelligence AI generated faces are created using a technology known as generated adversarial networks. Very clever. These fake images can help sway public opinion by creating the oppression of a whole crowd of people who all think the same way. So we're getting to the point now where you see something on a computer. We've already got the what are they called? You know, when you think something about something and it's you kind of made it up in your own head, or you believe someone else's thoughts on. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something now. Solar flares. Solar flares are about to engulf the planet and destroy everything, you know. People have put that on there. Some people will believe it, you see. But even better if it's someone like our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, saying something like that. Okay, so you see his picture, except he may well not have said it. It's very, very scary to see how stuff is going, really, isn't it? Really is. Alrighty, gang, let's do today's raffle tickets. Okay, it's raffle ticket time. If you'd like a raffle, you can win one of our exclusive fridge magnets. If only I could find it. There it is. I had to move it because it was stuck to my bone. You could win one of these on Monday. How exciting is that to have that stuck on your little metal fridge at home or something like that? You want one of those? You'll need a raffle ticket. All you've got to do now is say ticket please in the ticket box or text in now. 07551 259 675. Jeff, good morning, Jeff. Texts in. Ticket number 744. And Maureen, good morning, Maureen, who said the lady with the cheeks at the beginning of the show looked like she'd got the mumps. Wasn't it awful, Maureen? Don't you ever do anything with your beautiful face, Maureen? Not necessary, darling. All unnatural. We don't need anything done to our faces. All right. Thank you, Maureen. Ticket number 745 for Maureen this morning. 746 goes to Jason Hughes. 747, Michael Pullman. You're a 747, Michael. You are an aeroplane, dear. 747 to Michael Pullman. 748, Diane Jebb. Mark Bowles, 749. Tony King, 750. 751 to Daniel Holmes. John Aitken, 742. Morning, Johnny baby. Fran Green, 753. Morning, Fran. Denise Andrews, Head of Ducks, 754. Paul and Lou, 755. Could it be your week, Paul and Lou? I'm absolutely serious. I really, really want you to win. I want you to win. Absolutely want you to win. Anyone else for a raffle ticket? Please speak now, my darlings. Anyone else? If I've missed anyone out, please speak now. Thank you, Gary Ross, 756. Anyone else for a raffle ticket? Please speak now. And while you're deciding whether or not you've missed out there, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 14th of October, 2022. Duncan, we've only got 4 today. Duncan Cresswell, good morning, Duncan. Happy birthday to you. 67, it says. Happy birthday, Duncan. James T.R. Buchanan. Love your surname. Happy birthday to you, James. Mert Hayrith is 26 years old today. And Pete Shepherd, you would have seen him a long time ago on Big Brother. Lovely chap, met him a few times. Pete Shepherd's birthday today. So happy birthday to all 4 of you on this Wednesday. I nearly said Thursday today. Wednesday, the 14th of October, 2020. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I noticed there, Fran Green. Thank you, Fran. We must say happy birthday to the delightful Cliff Richard as well. Are you a fan as well, Fran? I like Cliff. I did something very, very likeable about Cliff Richard, and the BBC and the police were absolute criminals on that day, where someone made a phone call and they sent all these helicopters and all that. It's disgusting how that happened. Absolutely disgusting. He should have taken them to the cleaners. Absolutely taken them to the cleaners. Absolutely no excuse for something like bad journalism there. Colin K. Thank you, Colin. Just texting in there, 757 for Mr. Colin K. All right. Excellent. Thanks very much, gang. We're about to do our little game of bingo now, our daily game of bingo. Those of you that disappear now, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. Hope you can join us again tomorrow morning, 8:45. As always, tomorrow morning. What am I doing today? I would like to go to Skegness tonight, do a long walk in Skegness. Not just a quick one, right from one end. I go from one end to the other. So I go in the lads' car park. I call it the lads' car park because they're all just I don't know why the police don't go there. These lads are going round and round in circles in this car park. But I believe the expression is burning rubber. Burning rubber, is it? Burning rubber or something like that? And I walk up there and then right along through the ice creams and down and round the other end as far as where the beach goes down. And that's about, and then right round and then stopping halfway, of course, at the trawler's catch for chips. Chips. So I'd like to do that tonight. I don't know if my any of the family want to do that tonight. I shall check. Okay, gang, if you're not staying then, I'll see you again tomorrow morning, 8:45. Meanwhile, it's time for our daily game of bingo, boys and girls. You've got a little... Oh! How nice to have that make a weekday appearance rather than not kept just for Sundays. A little jingle there. They cost a lot of money to have those made, you know, dear. They just appear from thin air. God's sake. Ready for a game of bingo? We're playing today, Wednesday the 14th of October. Wednesday the 14th of October. As always, we're only playing for a full house. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. After which, shout bingo in the chat box. When I see someone has won, I will stop the game. You then have 1.5 minutes to make your claim, okay? If you don't make the claim in 1.5 minutes, and we've moved on to the next number, I'm afraid you've missed it. I tell you what, I'm very, very surprised we didn't lose our connections today. Very surprised. But there you go. It worked all right, so can't complain. Ready? Ready? So exciting. Let's bring up the bingo board. There you go, gang. One bingo board for you. And here comes your first delightful number. 5 and 3, 53. All on its own, little number 1. But 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 2 and 7, 27. 1, untalented Gemma Collins, number 8. 7 and 6, trombones, da, 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 da. 76. Stand by, Denise. 6 and 4, 64. 7 and 5, 75. 4 and 5, 45. 6 and 3, 63. 6 and 9, 69. 3 and 8, 38. 4 and 9, 49. 5 and 2, 52. 4-0, blind 40. 7 and 1, 71. 8 and 5, 85. 2 and 1, 21. 3 and 2, 32. All on its own, number 7. 2 and 3, 23. 3 and 9, 39. 5 and 8, 58. 7 and 9, 79. All on its own, number 9. 5-0, blind 50. 2 untalented Gemma Collinses, 88. 7 and 8, 78. 8 and 9, 89. 6 and 2, 62. 1 and 8, 18. 7 and 4, 74. 6 and 1, 61. 1 and 5, 15. 3 and 6, 36. 8 and 3, 83. 4 and 2, 42. 1 and 2, 12. 2-0, blind 20. 2 and 9, 29. Yes, Fran, I was gutted too. I didn't believe it for a moment. Not a moment. It was disgusting. Disgusting what they did to him. Poor old Cliff. 1 and 7, 17. And I'm not being funny. How old was he? For Christ's sake, you know. Dreadful. 1 and 7, 17. 6 and 7, 67. 1 and 9, 19. 19. 4 and 3, 43. Top of the shop, blind 90. 8 and 2, 82. 2 and 8, 28. 6-0, blind 60. Boris's Den, number 10. 3 and 1, 31. Here we go, Denise. One little duck, number 2. Quack. Oh, I nearly did more than one then. That would confuse people, wouldn't it? Just one. Quack. 2 and 4, 24. 3 and 5, 35. 8 and 6, 86. 5 and 7, 57. All the ones, legs 11. 3 and 4, 34. 7 and 2, 72. 1 and 6, sweet 16. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Happy birthday, sweet 16. That wasn't Cliff, was it, that one? No. Sweet 16. Who done that one? Can't remember. 4 and 8, 48. 8-0, blind 80. 7 and 3, 73. 7-0, blind 70. Buh. All the sixes, buh, buh. Clickety click. Oh, someone's nearly won. 4 and 1, 41. That was close, wasn't it, you? Yes. 8 and 1, 81. Oh, all the 5s, 55. You see, I can see what people were waiting for here. I can see what numbers people are waiting for. You can't see them. It's our little secret. As a teacher once said to me. Two and 6, 26. All on its own. It's... All on its own, number 6. 4 and 6, 46. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack. Quack. I wonder if ducks can quack sexily. Quack. Quack. Is that working for you at all? No? Okay. 6 and 5, 65. All on its own, little number 3. All on its own, little number 4. Mark didn't get his bingo card, really? Oh, stay there, Mark. I'll check for you after the game. All the 7s, 77. All the fours, 44. Oh, I don't know if it's coming up here. 1 and 4, 14. Unlucky for some. 1 and 3, 13. 8 and 4, 84. 2 and 5, 25. Oh, it wasn't you after all, was it? Oh, well, you now have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. And while you're doing it, let me just have a look. Where's Mark's bingo card? 1 moment, please. Mark, you've come off the system. You must have won yesterday. You must have won yesterday. Paul and Lou didn't get yours either. 1 moment, please. Paul and Lou, you're not on the weekday system. You're not on the weekday system. Thank you. There's our D. Andrews. Denise is claiming there, boys and girls. Denise is claiming. Okay, so Paul and Lou and Mark didn't get bingo tickets. You're not on the system. You must have asked to come off the system. I think you asked to come off the weekday system, didn't you? Didn't you, Paul and Lou? You're not on the weekday system, are you? I don't know. Either that or you won at some point. Looks like Mark must have won yesterday. I can't remember now without going and checking back. No problem at all. If you want to go back on the system, just send us an email. Don't do it in the chat box because I won't remember. Just send us an email to... I'll put the email up in a minute and say, please add me to the weekday bingo system and I'll sort that out for you, okay? Don't do it in the chat box because it'll get forgotten, my darlings, all right? Right, let's check Denise's numbers. Oh, no, she's very pleased when she wins, aren't you, love? I'm pleased when anyone wins. I don't care who wins. I'm just happy when someone wins something. There we go. Here come the numbers. 4, 8, 12, 14, last number 25, 32, 39, 45, 52, 53, 67, 72, 79, 81 and 85. Congratulations to D. Andrews. Let me give you another bingo ticket. 1 moment, please. You're after Colin K. Is that okay to be after Colin K? Is it after Colin K? 758 for... Who's it again? Denise Andrews. There we are. There you go. 758 for you, Denise, there. 758. Okay, Denise, my love. There you go. There we are. Let's take off the bingo board. And, Paul and Lou and Mark, if you just send us an email there, and I'll sort that out shortly after the show. I'll probably do it straight after the show, actually. If you send your email now, I can do it before I close down that computer. All right. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this morning, boys and girls. I was still turned into a 2-hour show. Here's me try to finish at 10 o'clock. Doesn't happen, does it? I tried so hard. A lot of people find me very trying. I don't know why that would be. I really don't. Have a lovely day. Thanks so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 8:45. Lovely to have your company. Cheerio now.